Welcome. Welcome to the Holy Shhh Podcast. Lightning to home plate. Right on time. Ryan T, the icon. But first off, it's your boy ABE from DET.
It's your boy Ron T, the icon.
This is Miinx Mayhem.
Ghostface Mayhem is in the building. Happy Halloween, everybody. Monday Night Raw post-show edition. Ryan T, what's going on, brother?
Yo.
Everything all right?
Everything's good.
Shout out Blerd Cartel. They're going to be joining us in a minute. Well, let's get started with this first segment of the night. Jey Uso starts off Raw calling out his brother Jimmy to the ring. He lets him know he will help them, but this time around, he won't be nobody's side bitch. It won't be no disrespect. Everybody will be equal. Jimmy then goes on to invite Jay to SmackDown and talk to Roman, patch everything up. But then, you know what happened, man. Tell him about him, Ron T.
Well, they said that he said he would rock with it basically, and you talking about what happened with after they had that whole conversation?
After they had the whole conversation, man. After they talked, they pick it up from there, brother.
They basically they agree that they was gonna be the Usos. He said they know who I am, they know who you are, but we're gonna be the Usos as long as it's everybody's on the same level. So it looks like the Usos are back together, and he just got to have a conversation with Roman. That's what it looks like. We'll see what happens with that.
We will see. Miinx Mayhem, your thoughts on the opening segment of Monday Night Raw?
It's Ghostface Mayhem.
Ghostface, I'm sorry. Disrespect. Ghostface Mayhem, your thoughts on Monday Night Raw intro. And Jey Uso, Jimmy in the ring together. Usos, that chant.
Well, the tag team division certainly is gonna go up now after this with the Motor City Machine Guns, and then also the Usos got back together. I do feel like they put them on Motor City Machine Guns specifically for the Usos to take them off.
Yeah, I think so too. Or maybe Ryan T looking like maybe not.
I don't know. That's a good take, but I don't know. I want to see the Motor City Machine Guns do something. I want them to elevate the tag team division as well.
But to be completely honest, we already know what's going to happen. We saw the pre-taping videos.
Yeah. Shout out to the spoilers.
I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened yet. We gotta wait to see what happens on Friday. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna spoil nothing yet, but yeah. And as expected, the bloodline comes out. Jacob and all of them overwhelm them, but they go to crush Jay with the chair. He reverses it, throw it at Jacob. They chase them out. I thought it was gonna be the other way around, but they stand tall.
Yeah, it's Wonder Twin powers. That's what happened. They tapped into that Wonder Twin power.
For those who don't know, Ron T is a twin. That's why he's hyping up twins. His bias. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We act like we don't know. Act like we ain't seen clips all week. But yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, next up in a match though, Sheamus defeats Ludwig Kaiser and ends their overdue beef that's been going on. They finally get the match in. Kaiser can move on. Sheamus, they said, was gonna move on to gold. But your thoughts on this match, Miinx Mayhem?
It's Ghostface Mayhem.
Ghostface. I'm sorry. Ghostface Mayhem.
First of all, I'd like to say, Sheamus, go get a fucking tan.
Wow.
Like, I just can't, like, your fluorescent skin hurts my eye.
I don't think you can tan.
You can't?
I think that red is about as much as he can get it.
I thought it was a good match. Like, honestly, I didn't expect Ludwig Kaiser to win, but I mean, what? Sheamus to win? Dang, this Goldface make me stupid. Anyways, I didn't expect Sheamus to win because I thought Ludwig Kaiser would have had it, but go Sheamus.
Chuck Jordan says, banger after banger after banger.
What up, though, Chuck? And Shay said, yeet. That's all
Yeah,
she had
Shay
to say.
said, yeet,
Yeet.
all I have to say. Sometimes all yeet is all you got to say. It's not much that needs to be said clearly.
Yeah, I thought this match was a pretty good match. Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus usually put on pretty good matches. This is their final match to finally end this feud that happened. I was it Kaiser got injured last time. They had a little interaction together. Now they get to finally wrap it up.
Exactly, man.
But they put on a good match. They
Yeah,
always
it was a good match, man. Like Chuck said in the comments, banger after banger. What did he say? What is she saying?
What is she saying? Lift up the mask.
I'm
You
not
trying to
saying
see who the
shit.
killer is. You trying to see who the killer is. I know that move.
Oh man. All right, but yeah. Next up, Jimmy and Jay are backstage, and Sammy asks Jimmy for a moment alone as he tries to warn Jay, telling him,
Oh my God, it's Miinx. I knew it.
there it is.
I couldn't fucking breathe.
I know you could. I'm like, how many more segments she gonna go along without the
It was fun
Damn.
while it lasted.
Hold on
But,
one sec. But yeah, Jimmy and
Sami Zayn and Jimmy still got some tension. It looks like they ain't settled, which I don't blame Sammy.
Yeah,
They never
not at all.
resolved anything.
Not
It's
at
only
all.
him and Jay.
Right. And then Jay even said it, you're not family, all that shit. So it's like, he making him feel like he used to back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But we got a special guest appearance here. Hold on, let me bring my man in, man. What up, though, man?
What's up,
Yo.
What up, though, brother? The floor is yours, man. Introduce yourself to the people.
Oh, no, nothing special. It means somebody can't hear, a.k.a. put your mama in the figure for a leg lock. Follow the Blerd Cartel. On the
Not my
X.
mama, man. Not my mama.
Mama got to get the knee pop. You know what I mean? So, we on the X, the IG, the TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Friday Night Europe is our podcast. And, y'all want to come here and talk wrestling. I mean, y'all are more than welcome to come on again or whenever. I love chopping it up with people about wrestling. So
hell yeah, man. Especially right after the show go off. Perfect timing, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Well, we was talking about Jimmy and Jay backstage and Sami Zayn not so much trusting Roman, trying to convince Jay, and he telling him he ain't family. What do you think about that segment, man?
I mean, it moves the story.
Yeah.
You have doubt within the babyface team with what's going on for the last 2 years, 3 years. So,
right.
It all makes sense. Feelings are still there.
Yeah. Well, since we all here and you guess, man, let's just jump to the ending and seeing that Sami Zayn, him being outside with Solo at the end, man. What you think about that segment? Just how they playing Sammy into this.
It's interesting. I guess we want to put like a curveball into it, but I think we all know what's going to happen. So
yeah,
it's fair. I think they should have stretched Jay's title reign out a little bit more. That would have made more sense. But I guess this is the way to, fix things or just like mend the gap that is there. But they're gonna have a match at Crown Jewel, so we're gonna see what goes on there.
Yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen for sure.
So with Sami Zayn and Solo, though, they never did like whatever happened with that. I can't remember. Did Solo hit him with the spike, or he never had any type of beef or anything with Solo after he left the bloodline? I don't remember.
Solo didn't hit him with the spike because Roman said, "Well, no." Jay stopped him from.
Yeah, Jay stopped him. Yeah,
and Sam with the spike with that interrogation thing.
So technically, Solo ain't crossed him. Yeah.
Yeah. So in a way, Solo and Sammy still should be cool because ain't nothing really happened. His issue was with Roman.
Facts. Yeah, that's facts, man. Facts. Miinx, your thoughts on Solo being backstage in the Suburban, linking up?
That lost poor child. Because what the fuck? Like, I don't think in Sami Zayn's defense, I don't think he was like trying to join the new bloodline or anything. I think maybe he was just trying to solve an issue because Sami Zayn be doing that sometimes. But Solo, you lost child. You know, he's gonna pull something out of his butt. You know that for sure.
Right. Chuck Jordan say Sammy should join Solo's bloodline.
No.
That's nasty work.
That's terrible.
Oh man. Shay reacts say Solo and Suge Knight vibing. Bitch, you stay away from Sammy.
Yeah, we don't want KO to get another victim, man. Keep Sammy out of that, man.
Right. Got more fans for Miinx. Hi Miinx, I like your shirt. Why the fuck is you in the comments? Ain't you supposed to be on the show, man? Damn. But anyway, man, next segment. Ivy now defeating Zelina Vega. You high on Zelina Vega. Ron T, your thoughts on her getting the L?
I think it was a good move though, because I think it's time to push Ivy now in a solo situation as far as actually competing. More like I don't know. I like Ivy now. I think she's strong. I think that new move that she did was pretty dope. And just she's joining this group. She needs to actually like make an impact in it. So I'm excited to see what they do further with Ivy now.
Miinx, your thoughts on Ivy?
You already know how I feel about Ivy. She gonna go in there and wreck everybody.
Representing for the short girls.
Facts. Well, I'm not buff yet, but when I get buff, she gonna be ripping for the short buff girls. But like, I already knew Zelina Vega was not taking that. You come on now, she was not taking that.
Right. Man, what you think about Ivy? Any future in her? Just a stalemate?
For myself, or
yeah.
I think she listen. If they attempt to make a mid-card championship for the women, I think she'd be a perfect candidate for it.
Yeah.
But as of right now, she's just stuck in the group dynamic of, I'm just the lone woman in the group, so I'm gonna face the lone woman in the other group and just keep fighting her. So she's stuck in that vortex, unfortunately. But if they make a mid-card championship, I think they should push her to be the face of that championship.
One thing about Zelina, she gonna keep a job, man. She gonna find a way to stay on TV and do what she got to do.
It was a good match. It definitely still was a good match. It's just that I just kind of knew going in that she wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, though, Seth Rollins comes out to cut a promo, and Bronson Reed calls him out to the parking lot. Curve stump couldn't stop Bronson Reed. He kept coming. All hell breaks loose. Both of them go through a table. Cam, your thoughts on just Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, how this whole shit playing out? Is it worth it?
I think it is. They're making Bronson look really strong.
Yeah.
Versus a competent opponent. So this is his run that he needed. I mean, he couldn't make I think the Elimination Chamber when they were in Australia, his home city. So I mean, it took a while, but I think the Braun Strowman match really pushed him forward up the card, get him noticed by the fans, especially splashing Tsunami on Seth Rollins 6 times. Definitely got him noticed from there. So I think this has a chance to be a good rivalry, even if it's a one-time rivalry and Seth goes over. I think we could get Reed being maybe get a match with Breaker.
Yeah.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. Ron T, just your thoughts with what we were talking about earlier. Oba Femi seems like he gave the curtain call to NXT. He could come up and be a feud with Bronson Reed.
Yeah, that's another one. Oba is a monster. I think that'd be, but I believe Oba would be coming up as a heel. So I don't know if they would want to have 2 heels going against each other. This is
What up, though, man?
It's my co-host Afro Comic for Friday Night Year.
Afro
Yo,
Commie, what up, brother,
as
man?
he came sliding in silently, incognito.
Right.
Always.
Yeah, man. I was on their show, man, like last month, man. Good peoples, man. We got to link up, do this more often, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. But your thoughts, bro, on Bronson Reed? Is he becoming more believable to you? This whole Seth Rollins, is it helping him?
In the beginning, I'm a Bronson Reed guy. All through his independent career into WWE, into the end of the WWE run, into the return. But like, okay, I believe in Bronson Reed as a monster heel. I just don't know if Seth Rollins is going to be the guy to bring out that monster heel. Because at the heart of it all, Seth Rollins is a heel. Like, there's not, like, we give him this baby face image, but that's not Seth. That's not Seth at all. And I'm afraid that this is it started out as a way to elevate Bronson Reed, but I feel like in the end, it's going to be like a way for Seth Rollins to get his heat back. So, I mean, no, to answer your question, no, I don't think that this is going to be the one to get Bronson over.
Okay. Now, would you be opposed? There's been a lot of talk about Obafemi giving his curtain call. Bronson Reed, Obafemi, is that a first good feud for him?
I don't see why that wouldn't slap. The ruler does no wrong in my book. That guy is a genetic freak. He's getting better on the mic. He ain't got to say too much. A little bit of misogyny sprinkled in to keep all the heel kosher. You know what I mean? You love to see it, real wrestling at its best. But I'm never going to, look, in the words of Biggie, I'm never going to be against seeing big meaty man slapping meat. No. But
listen, just keep Obafemi from away from Booty Giuliani. I don't need to see that.
He got to take Nikita down for the culture. What are you talking about?
In the words of Dr. Umar, you get 20,000 lashes and your melanin taken away. So we're not trying to do that.
So what you're saying is no salsa, no rice, no snow. I get you.
Damn.
No.
The ruler.
Hey, he's the ruler. Rulers take what they please, consensually, of course.
Right. Miinx, your thoughts though on Bronson Reed? Is he becoming more believable to you?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
And let me tell you.
There you have it.
Let me tell you why. Specifically because they're not putting him up against stronger opponents. Come on, him compared to Seth Rollins, Seth Rollins a goddamn toothpick.
But Seth Rollins is the guy, though.
Yeah, but every time that guy goes through a table, he's injured. So, like, you got to give him beast. He's a beast. You got to give him more beasts to make him more believable.
I
Not
think the
against him.
only one they had is Braun Strowman, and I mean that's what made it believable.
Yeah.
There could be an apex predator in the wings, though. We aren't going to act like Brock Lesnar couldn't pop his head out of someplace at any point.
You're right about that, man. They have been hinting at it. You never know, man.
From the Vinnie Mac abyss, so we just gotta.
Yeah.
Right.
The first person to crawl out of the Vince's deep dark hole.
Right.
Yeah, I like Bronson Reed. I liked him when he first got to NXT, what they were doing with him there, and then when he came up to the main roster and all of a sudden disappeared, I was wondering what happened with that. Then he had a resurgence. I believe he went to TNA. Yeah. Had a resurgence.
He went to New Japan.
New Japan, but he was in TNA as well, though, for a minute.
Well, yeah, that's because they had like that working relationship. But he's actually the last person. Bronson Reed was the last person in Japan to beat Kazuchika Okada, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, they could do a lot with Bronson Reed. I thought he was a star, and I thought he was the next guy up when he was in NXT. But yeah, I think this could be a really good match. I kind of agree that Seth is, he got the heel tendencies, but I just know that Seth should already know better. You don't go out to meet somebody in the parking lot. It did not end well.
Hold on,
Ricochet.
In defense of Seth, it was not the NXT parking lot.
So, this is true.
I mean,
this is true.
Could have thought there was something different going on.
Right. Oh man, yeah, for sure, man. Seth Rollins, we'll see. I think he's gonna elevate him. We'll see. But next up, the Miz backstage trying to recruit R-Truth. And for a second, I thought R-Truth was gonna fall for it, but he smacks the Miz like hell no.
For you, hold on.
Right. Oh man, you can't get enough of R-Truth. But the one thing I did like is later on in the evening, Karrion Kross, man, just how he came across a little bit more menacing. It's something about the Miz, man. I don't know. When he around somebody, he just elevate him a little bit. And them saying, I'm gonna break your legs, and just what he been doing with the Miz, Karrion Kross starting to warm up to me a little bit, man.
As long as he just needs to shave his head, yo. If he just shave his head.
You want to go back to Killer Kross?
Yeah, bro.
I agree.
He had a different aura when he was bald, yo.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely agree.
Well, put the gladiator helmet on him in a chainmail.
That's what started. That's what started the downfall right there.
Vince's wet dream right there.
The leather gimp suit was the start of the end for him. There wasn't. I mean, come on.
Right. Shout out Logan saying Raw was an okay episode. I kind of felt the same way a little bit.
Yeah, I did laugh at the part when R-Truth leaned over and was like, "You got to go ahead and deal with the Wyatts. You gonna die."
Oh
man,
man,
I love R-Truth.
Yeah, national treasure, man.
We're gonna
get R-Truth fashion.
We're gonna get serious truth back. I've seen that nigga start talking to himself again and shit. It's happening. We're going.
I think so too.
That'll be nice.
That's gonna be his last run is gonna be serious truth.
So we're getting Jimmy back. That's what you're saying.
I hope so. Please, little Jimmy. Look, he's been in the crowds for too long. He needs
little Jimmy and the most lethal weapon in WWE being a half-drunk water bottle.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if it gets the job done, you know. Think it was only used once and it worked, so it's 100. It's got 100% win rate.
You put out John Cena.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Oh man, but yeah, we shall see. The War Raiders, Miinx, they won tag team match. They seem to be advancing, getting this push. The whole fire that everybody thought the symbol meant Pentagon and Ray Phoenix, whatever. No, it was them. They here. Number one contenders or getting close to it. Were they the right pick, Miinx?
Definitely. Who are they up against again?
It was War Raiders,
It was
New Day.
And LWO, right?
Yeah.
No, I think they were definitely a good pick, even though I would have picked the New Day. But I mean, I'm sorry to the Mexican community if you're watching this. I'm sorry, but the LWO fucking sucks. And I like
just gonna throw your vote under the bus.
But Cruz Del Toro.
She dropped her flag.
She dropped her flag.
I am picking up my white card because
hey, use it. I don't blame you. I use half of mine all the time.
because technically, like I feel like we were discussing that the WWE Triple H said he doesn't see color, but I feel like they're fucking racist. And what a coincidence! They made the LWO versus American Made. Did you see that with Selena Vega's match? Like that was so goddamn racist. I don't care who says it. That's racist.
Listen. Okay, I understand. Triple H doesn't see color, but we're not gonna act like wrestling wasn't a funner time when frickin' JBL was chasing Mexicans back across the border. That shit was
or Del Rio was asking. Del Rio was asking, "Where are your papers?"
Yeah, it was a wild time, man.
He literally pulled up with Kerwin White and was like, "Y'all get back over there."
Kerwin White was wild.
Shout out Chavo, bro.
Shout out Del Rio with Dutch Mantel.
Right.
Yeah, you can't get away with some of that stuff now. You see what happened to Carlito? Carlito made a joke. I'm pretty sure he ran it by Io Sky and Kairi Sane before he said it, and they probably thought it was funny because of what happened with Io Sky, and the internet took it and ran. It was like he needed to apologize.
You gotta triple check everything nowadays.
Yeah, like none of the shit that's going on now would not. Well, it would fly back then, but not now.
Yeah, no one would have batted an eye about today's stuff back then.
Honorable mention. Durag Vince. Do-rag Vince.
What's up,
Yeah.
my nigga?
National treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Durag Vince is still wild to this day, man. Like,
Like-
this
Hey,
was
look,
menace.
look. When you saw Vince in that pink satin do-rag, you knew the fuckery was gonna ensue.
He didn't
Somebody
say
was
that.
getting violated in the wild.
Tell me he did not just say that.
Just say that.
Right.
But overall, I think that LWO they're all good wrestlers. I think that they just been put in situations where you just know that they're not gonna win. I like Cruz del Toro and
Joaquin Wilde.
Joaquin Wilde. I like them as a tag team. I think they're an exciting tag team to watch, but they're constantly going up against opponents that you don't expect them to beat. I really think they need to bring that cruiserweight title back. That's what I think they really need to do.
Guys are important though. Like we talk about how all the people lose and then they're not going to win, but job guys are an important part of the wrestling ecosystem. If you want to keep the money makers relatively safe perception wise.
And they always put on a really good match, and even though it's a losing fashion, they don't look like trash. So that is always good to put like the other team over in a hard fought match. You just it didn't happen to win. So
Well, the surprise in the main event happened. Motherfucking Dominic Mysterio beats the Miinx Mayhem's Prince Puerto Rican, the Puerto Rican Blade himself. That's what she calls him, the Puerto Rican Blade.
Crazy name.
Bisexual Undertaker.
Bisexual Undertaker.
No
She-
Damien Priest slander.
She says,
Shit.
That's not.
She
Why?
would
Hold on.
cut
Why
you
is
to a
him being
priest.
bisexual slander in any way, shape, or form? I don't think that's the case.
We're in 2024. We not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to tread lightly.
We're all inclusive.
Oh,
He can be
I didn't
happy
think
to
about
be
that.
compared to the Taker.
yeah, that was.
But Dom gets the win. Roll up 1, 2, 3.
I
but
did
he
not
gets
expect that at
annihilated.
all.
Destroyed afterwards.
That was
Cam-
very heel of Damian Priest right there. That was very heel.
Yeah, man. 100%, man. Cam, your thoughts?
I think it's a nice win for Dom. So he a couple weeks ago he was hanging upside down in the track and getting beat by like a pinata. So it's a good win for him. And no heat on Damian. He just take the loss. Nobody's gonna bat an eye about it. But this is good for Dom to just be like, oh, I beat you. X, Y, and Z. So, it progresses his story. I actually don't know what Damian going to do for right now. He's asking for a Gunther rematch after Crown Jewel. So, I guess it just keep the pesky little Judgment Day rivalry going a little bit. And, it was a fun match.
How far away could you see Dom being world champion?
When I'm off this planet, maybe, or
no, I don't think so at all.
I don't think so.
You don't know who'll ever be world champion, Dom.
I think definitely. I think within the next 2 years, I'm gonna be bold. Within the next
2 years,
I think they're gonna. Because
I dare say the era of the chicken shit champion is beyond us. Like I think it passed away with the Miz when he was getting interrogated by Bobby Lashley to cash in that.
That's true.
But the Miz didn't have Dom heat, and the Miz had heat. The Miz had real heat, but it's not dirty Dom.
But I don't think he could be champion right now.
I don't know, bro.
No, not right now. I think, like he said, I can see it in I can see it in about 2 years. Because he just continues to get better. Like right now, I don't think he's gonna be the same Dom 2 years later.
Right.
I think he's gonna be a different Dom, and he might be wearing a mask. He might in 2 years he might have a mask on by then. So we'll see how that goes.
We'll see. Miinx.
All I gotta say is shout out to Dom for taking them chair shots, man.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask Miinx. What got into Damian? That's your boy. What happened? Well, the nigga just snapped. Destroyed Dom. What was that all about?
He fucking deserved it. Crash out Damian Priest. He fucking deserved it. That's all I'm saying.
He deserved it.
Well, you gotta make it interesting somehow.
Living with PTSD, and here comes Damian Priest causing a flare up.
He said supposedly he been to jail and all this other kind of shit. But I'm pretty sure you jail visit was worse than that. Dom is a douchebag, trash bag, bitch. No yeet. Sorry. Shout out to Shay.
Shout out to
The
Shay.
dirty Dom disrespect is crazy. This is a modern day performer. He's gonna be a generational talent. What are we
He
talking
is.
about?
I
Like,
just want to say, because Dom been making his rounds at these interviews, and he holding on tight to kayfabe, and I appreciate it because
Yo,
not
I
a lot of
love
people are doing that.
Yeah.
Right. I can respect Dominic's in-ring ability. He's gonna be great. Yeah, and I do believe with you and Ronti that he will be champion within next 2 years. Like you see how much
Heat, nuclear heat.
yeah, how much he got. Like, how can they not go that way? He'll make them a shit ton of money. That's for sure.
I can see Dom. I think Dom wins Money in the Bank 2025. If I'm gonna
I
be
can see
honest,
that.
I think Dom wins Money in the Bank 2025.
Dom 2025. Clip it. That's it right there, man.
So funny story is I did this whole tournament like WWE 2K24, and it was like for the cruiserweight title, because I'm like, they should bring the cruiserweight title back. I put all these cruiserweights in the match. It was an 8-man ladder match. I did it twice because Dom won the first time. I was like, nah. I did it twice. Dom won twice. I was just like, this might be foreshadowing. He might win this money.
Fate works in mysterious ways.
Oh man. Do y'all have, we like to ask all our guests that come on their Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling. Your four. There's no category. It's just, yo, these are my favorite folks. To me, this is my Mount Rushmore.
Oh, my favorite four is way different from just Impact. So that it changes every day. But
however you want to categorize,
my Impact Mount Rushmore remains the same.
Let's hear it.
You know, for Impact, preface Impact. And I just gotta say it.
That's perfect.
Just it's Hulk Hogan. He's up there. You know, we all, MAGA Hogan been a thing. I know
that doesn't work for me, brother.
Right.
Listen. Say your vitamins, eat your prayers. We all know the line. Done the movies, made WrestleMania a thing.
Dookie.
Granted, that's the spot. Dookie was a thing, and it was great. The greatest heel turn of all time, NWO stuff, and then do a Fireball Ultimate Warrior. We're not worried about how it ended. We just worried about how it started and the impact there. Second is Stone Cold. Austin 316 says it will whoop your ass. Shout out to Bret Hart for making Stone Cold. I'm standing on that right now. WrestleMania 13, the I Quit match, the double turn. Austin's there. It's the greatest.
It was, man. Perfect.
The lifetime, the Attitude Era. That's what it was. Stone Cold was the focal point. That's that. John Cena's third for Impact. Carried the company on his back for 10 years mostly. Just you hate Cena, and then you get appreciation for Cena, U.S. Open Challenge, and his run with AJ Roman. Just great matches all around, and giving Daniel Bryan the rub for SummerSlam, all the stuff he did, even just going in that Raw with Brock and just like having a great Extreme Rules match. He should have went over, but he did. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And fourth, for Impact, the Tribal Chief, carrying from the pandemic.
Wow.
He's the GOAT. I mean, I'm sorry.
Wow.
It is
Chuck
what
would
it
love
is.
to hear that right now.
The Tribal Chief, we all acknowledge him. He's going to carry into 2025. That's 5 years on top. We're not worried about the big dog, and I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the guy. And suffering succotash and Baron Corbin dog food matches we're worried about right now. And we acknowledge it, man.
I said honorable mention to Drew McIntyre, though, too, because he helped carry it before Roman came back, too. So both of them were the heroes of the pandemic.
And Sasha Banks, let's not forget that. The GOAT.
Yeah.
But, that's my four right there.
Got you. Kami.
Let's see. First has to be The Undertaker. No way around it. Has to be The Undertaker.
Yes. MAGA Taker, let's go.
Listen. I didn't watch the interview So I'm not counting him as MAGA taker right now. I know it's nasty work. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I skipped it too. I was like, no, I don't need to. I don't.
I have to go Undertaker, Mick Foley. Wait, am I just going to the WWE or am I talking about my wrestling?
It's your four. It's
Your
your
wrestling.
four.
For Impact.
Oh.
Just Impact on wrestling. Yep.
Oh, well then, yeah. Undertaker, Mick Foley, Tetsuya Naito, and let's see, last but not least, just because Cam will get Kenny Omega.
Kenny, wow.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny by God Omega. Okay.
Exactly.
Kenny by
God.
God. Wow. Wow.
The best bout machine, yo.
Appreciate that, man. I can't wait to come back, man. I pray he the one that take that belt off of Moxley.
I don't know. Niggas don't bounce back from diverticulitis like that, except for
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Except for Brock Lesnar.
I'm just bummed that I never got to see. Like, I started paying attention to Kenny Omega right before AEW started, and then when
that was a
AEW
golden
started,
time, though.
yeah, when AEW started, and then he just couldn't stay healthy. It's just like, oh man, once you really get into it, he get on a good run, and then he's injured again. So
that Japanese schedule ain't no joke, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put Naito in there. I could tell, man. See, I ain't up on my New Japan. I know some of it.
I love Tetsuya Naito, though. I'm a Naito stan. That man has wrestled the last 20 years impeccably. Has avoided injuries for the most part, like nobody's business, and still puts on a show.
What you think about that, Cam? With the Naito?
except for Naito's knees, and
leave his knees out of this. It's always the knees with him. He still hits that sliced bread every time.
He's been a very impactful member of the IWGP Championship.
2-time winner of the Cup. 2 times.
Yeah, G1, all that stuff. So New Japan, I give it for Naito. He's definitely top 4. Him, Okada, Kenny, and whoever you want to put at the 4. Yeah, the ace.
The current president of New Japan, too. That nigga took the Triple H route. He was like, I'm a wrestler, but can I run shit?
Naito's a good pick.
We got a question from the comments for you guys before you get out of here. He wants to know, when did you good people get into watching wrestling? What year and how or were you then? This is from Tony Hayes. They want to know from you good fellas. Whichever one want to go first.
Let's see. For me, it's a very clear, I believe the year would have been 2000. Yeah, 2000, right in there in that sweet spot. I was entirely too young to be watching Raw at that point in time, but shout out to my parents. I think I was probably 8 years old, and like I watched an Undertaker match, and it was over from there. And here we are 20 plus years later, still watching wrestling.
Damn, what a time to be alive. Cam.
Definitely the good old Saturday night main events era way back when. It definitely was the Hulk Hogan era, the golden era on the, his later runs in WWE before he went off to Hollywood. So about that time, I would say. But seeing it at that, but fully immersed, Brett on there with the Hart Foundation. I think that was the match. What match was it? Him and Mr. Perfect.
You're dodging the age part of the question. How old were you?
You don't have to
how
do
that.
I felt the age thing was an asterisk with a parenthesis, so it's optional.
Always ducking
So when I say the match where Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect when he won the IC title, then you can do your math on that one.
Okay.
If that's fine,
We might be around the same age, because what made me fall in love with it was seeing Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty. I hated big brawlers, so they was the first high flyers I ever saw, really. So when I saw them, I thought Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels was fucking superheroes, man. I was hooked from that day on, man. When he kicked him through that damn window, man, broke my goddamn heart.
He did not kick him through the window.
He threw him.
He threw him through the window. Everyone always says super kick through the window, and I did.
It's like the phrase of it.
It would have been better if he did though.
It
Like,
would have.
He super
kick
kicked him and
the
then threw
window.
him through the window, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna date myself too. My very first wrestling match that I saw was because my dad brought me in. I was 4 years old. It was
We talk about some shit you remember.
no. I'm just saying I already
I
remember
got
He has a
you.
vivid memory.
Yeah.
when I first started watching. I was 4 years old, and the reason why I remember it because this guy came out wearing these like colorful colors, and he had a parrot on his shoulder. It was Coco Beware. That was the very first wrestling match I ever saw. I can't remember who he was fighting, but after that, I was hooked. So it was in the late 80s. I'll say the late 80s because it was really late. It was 89. I think that was. And then from then on, I watched WrestleMania, and then I was hooked. But my dad showed me wrestling. He was like, "Oh man, look at this guy. He come out with a parrot. It was Coco Beware," and I was just like, "So yeah, been a wrestling fan since '89, and dated myself."
Miinx. I'm interested in Miinx.
I was 7 or 8, I think, year 98. I used to watch it with my uncle. And he was still living in my grandma's house, not where I live. So I used to watch it with him, and that's what we used to do. So 98.
Who's your favorite early wrestler that brought you into it?
Me? Stone Cold.
Yeah. Stone Cold.
He taught me how to down 2 beers, and when I was an adult, I remembered that shit.
Yeah, the bionic redneck. You can never go wrong.
Can't go wrong at all, man. I appreciate you brothers coming on, man. We got to get together next time. We got some topics, man. This Raw was whack. Come back. Let's talk some deep shit, man. I want to get into some of that New Japan, all that good stuff, brother.
So before y'all get out of here, we usually do this on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you give tonight's Raw? Start with Kami.
Easy. I'd have to say probably 6.5. 6.5. I didn't hate it. It wasn't a failing grade, but it wasn't anything I was gonna write home to Twitter about.
All right, Cam. What did you think?
I give about a 6. I mean, if I went to the Raw last week in Philly, so that was good for me to watch. But if I went to this one, I would be like, all right, what are we doing?
Right.
it was a 6. Good to watch on TV. The live crowd. I feel sorry for y'all.
Right. I'm around there too, man. I'm a little higher, maybe like a 7.1. I give him a little something. Ryan?
I just give it a 7. I give it a flat 7. It was
flat 7. Miinx?
7. It wasn't like totally bad, but it could have been better.
Actually, you know what? I'm a lower mine. I'm gonna give it a 6.7 because I had to rewind the last match because if I'm honest, I fell asleep.
Oh hell no!
So I had to rewind it to see the end of the Damian Priest match.
The Z's
it was a 6-7, man. But yeah, you could tell it was a taped. You could tell it was a taped episode.
No. This one wasn't taped, was it? Or this was taped?
Yeah, I believe
this was definitely taped.
Oh,
I know SmackDown was taped. I thought
Raw
today
wasn't taped.
I thought today wasn't taped. SmackDown was taped.
Okay, if that case, then I'm sorry for that live crowd because it was just.
I think 2-hour Raws are doing Raw a disservice, and I was thoroughly against 3-hour Raw.
Yeah,
but
I think they're getting the format down pretty good right now.
Well, they only got a couple more months.
From a content creation standpoint, doing post shows, I like the 2 hours, man.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
From a fan, I do like a 3 is definitely 100%.
I think three is too much, but I think Raw's format and storytelling has been 3 hours for so long. They're trying to figure it out at 2, and it's just slow moving right now.
Yeah. Can you tell the people how to reach you guys, man? How to check out everything you got going on?
Of course,
well,
you go there.
Oh, well, you can find me at AfroComedy765 on all platforms. Of course, on the Blerd Cartel with Cam, Friday night. You're every Friday. I do a show on Wednesdays called Casual Conversations where we talk about all the degeneracy and foul stuff going on the internet that week. But yeah, vibe, something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Yeah, man. Damn, I'm definitely gonna check that out. So Wednesdays and Friday. What time on Friday?
Friday. It'll be Friday at 8. Basically, just going on everything in wrestling. Go through some highlights in the news. Talk about how probably this week talk about how Samantha Irving just didn't like announcing. So
biggest heel turn this year, bro.
I just don't like announcing. It wasn't for me, So
Right.
talk about
it
that
was
probably.
my husband's a millionaire, so I don't have to work a job I hate anymore. I was like, damn.
That was a bar, and then probably a
He
crown
said that.
jewel. Probably a crown jewel review. This crown
That's
jewel looks
funny.
pretty good so far. Any of you guys want to jump on and talk about that? You're more than welcome. And then we probably have an extra little bonus thing. Spin the wheel, make your own WrestleMania card by using any other wrestlers on the wheel to discuss who has the better card, and then just have some fun like that. But follow us on YouTube for Friday Night Year, but Blerd Cartel. We're on the X, the IG, Facebook, TikTok, all that jazz. And Wednesdays before a casual conversation, we have Roundtable. It's mostly anime, cartoons, but it's spooky season, so we're gonna do something for Halloween, I suppose. We have people come on and talk about some scary stuff. So
yeah, me and Miinx, we was looking at your page. I was telling her, I was like, man, I don't know shit about anime, man. They hate me if I say some stupid shit, man. That's like when people talk about wrestling, and I'd be like, what the fuck, man? You over here talking about
those are the clippable moments, yo. I'm a clip farmer. I am a clip farmer. That's you love to see.
It's always good stuff. But we could take it to wrestling and then just have a straight talk about it. I like talking about wrestling more than anime. That's just I can do this all day.
Need somebody like, what was your favorite episode of Dragon Ball? When Saito fought Goku, and his dad Gohan. Like, bro, what are you talking about? You just mixed up 3 different anime.
Dragon Ball Negroes. Never mind. That's a different topic.
Listen, they're gonna destroy the comments. You can't invoke them.
Saito is a One Punch Man though, so he would have just been wrong right there. Like, dude.
Oh man, you already got
well,
me
actually,
lost,
it's Saitama.
Oh man. All right, y'all, man. Shit, we're gonna link up again, man. But I appreciate y'all coming on for sure, man. Let's do this again, unscripted, no post show, man.
For sure.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
Yep, take it
All
easy.
Right. Well, let's get into this and just wrap it up here. Coming up soon, every single show that we do will now be on Spotify and iHeartRadio and wherever you stream your podcast directly after. No more, you got to wait the next day, literally like an hour after. Whenever y'all hear this, you're going to be in your car the next day, playing it on the road, wherever podcasts are played. But shout out to our guest, Blerd Cartel. Make sure y'all check them out. Good show tonight, guys. Good show tonight. Appreciate you, Miinx, Ryan. Till next time. When is the next time? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night for NXT.
NXT post show. Till then, though. Oh, and y'all, hey, everybody, go to Miinx Instagram. Subscribe to her lives. We are about to be doing some crazy shit. So if you subscribe to Miinx Live, you'll get the notification and just tons of people, different shit coming soon, very soon. But you gotta follow Miinx Mayhem, all platforms, right?
For the Desmadres.
Yes.
You want Desmadre, you go there.
Yeah. Until then, it's your boy ABE from DET.
It's your boy Ron T, the Icon.
This is Miinx Mayhem, Miinx of the Mayhem.
You guys been tuned in to the Holy Shhh Podcast. We out.